will introduce our next speaker. So Denise Radkowski is from Antenna Research Associates, and they're going to talk to us today about an additive large area conformal electronics manufacturing printing system. So, Denise?
Hi, how are you this morning? So I'm here to talk a little bit about, I'm going to talk about a few things. First, I'm going to introduce you to Antenna Research Associates, give you a couple of slides about our background and who we are, why we're interested. And then, I'm going to talk about the motivation of why we're looking at this. Thirdly, we're going to talk about our additive manufacturing approaches, and then our large conformal inkjet our large ink micro dispensing system, and then conclude. So just in terms of who Antenna Research Associates is we're a C5 ISR company that designs, manufactures, tests, and installs innovative technologies. So we started, we also do disruptive solutions. So we're actually a defense contractor. Primarily, we do some commercial work, but that's really our main thrust. Just kind of our history. So the company was started in 1963. Antennas, it grew organically through the years. In the 2000s, there were some changes made. 2014, there was a new CEO brought on board. They've done a fair amount of acquisition. I'm actually a former member of SI2 Technologies, which may be a company that some of you are aware of. We were acquired in 2022, really for both ourselves and then acquire in Nashua, New Hampshire. We're both more research and development, so we're brought on board to be able to kind of bring the next generation to fruition. In the diagram up above, you can see we actually do portable satellite communication, so it literally fits into a suitcase. That's through Acquire, and we in the right hand side, you can see some of the features that we do in terms of printed electronics, so that we're actually bringing those to fruition as well. Manufacturing operations, we actually have 4 facilities in ARA. Manufacturing is done and corporate headquarters are in Laurel, Maryland. It's an 80,000 square foot manufacturing facility. We also have manufacturing facilities in Pembroke, Massachusetts, so it's about a half hour without traffic from here. And then formerly SI2 ARE Billerica is about a half hour north of here. And then Acquire is formerly Acquire. The Nashua facility is about 45, 50 minutes. Those are all without traffic. So what you see here is you can see the manufacturing floor. What I've highlighted in red is what we're going to talk about, which is the large conformal gantry system. You can see the individual sitting in there, so you actually have some idea of the size of that unit. I have some dimensions, but it's hard to convey it in a drawing. We also have some direct write capability, which is to the right there. So we actually do inkjet technology, roll-to-roll printing. And I do want to recognize my colleagues. Eric Escobar is actually the technical lead. Raise your hand. And Dr. Aaron Rathmill is actually the lead for the flexible printing technologies. Aaron's in the orange shirt. Just in terms of motivation, so military vehicles are intended to operate in extreme environments. They typically employ radomes to protect the vehicle's antennas and the other RF equipment. As the systems become more advanced, they need new radomes so smart radomes are kind of the word you read in the news these days. And one of those things is to put embed an FSS in part of the radome. We actually have the capability to actually embed it post-production. We can do it as part of a production process to be able to do that. We can also do other electronic elements, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So we've been developing that capability